Alright, guys, good evening. Happy senior night to everybody here at Cranston High School East. And for those of you watching at home, I'm Tim Ian here with Aiden Gulliver of the Cranston Schools basketball team. Aiden, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing overall very good. So
Yeah, so we just got a couple of questions to ask you overall about, senior night and this overall season so far. First off, after all these years of basketball tourism, being with Cranston East, can you tell us everything you're feeling going to your final regular season game?
I would have to say it's probably bittersweet. I'm very sad because it's coming to an end, but I'm happy because it's like ending a chapter and starting a new one next year with going to college. So overall bittersweet.
Yeah, it has been, you could say, a roller coaster this season. You guys didn't have a great start coming into the year, but you guys eventually found your game, found your stride, and ripped off 3 straight wins to set yourselves up for a potential playoff berth, which you might already be in, but it's unclear at the moment right now. How did you guys find that stride, and what hurdles did you guys jump over to put yourself in that position?
There were a lot of struggles, some physically, some mentally. There was a lot of injuries and at the beginning of the season, I started with concussion, and Jana started with concussion, so that was hard. But I feel like what really switched it was we had that upset against Cheraho, and then we also had another upset, big upset against Smithfield. So those two kind of kick-started, and then the first Tiverton game that we won, that started it too. So they were all good and big wins that we needed to have. So.
Yeah, definitely all of them big wins versus big teams. Cranston East coming into a dark earth as a playoff contender, being one of the team's top players and subsequently one of the top role models and captains of this team. How important is good leadership to this type of team filled with young talent?
We have a very young team, so they do need a lot of leadership than an older team would. For me personally, I never thought I would be this high in a position. So for me, it was a big change to have to lead on and off the court because I've never done it before. But overall, I feel like I've been a pretty decent role model, I would say.
All right, and just one last question. What is one thing you'll remember most, on the court or off the court throughout your time here at East, and what will you miss the most?
Probably just the environment. Everybody likes each other on the team. There's no real big problems. And overall, the freshmen, coach, no. Overall, the freshmen and just seeing them play is very rewarding. That's too much. That's too much now. That's too much now.
Yeah, Coach Phil here with the baby picks. A surprise appearance by, I believe that's you as a baby. And, good luck on your playoff run overall. It was a great time, seeing you guys play here at East. 38-7, the JV final score. Once again, thank you, Aiden. I hope you guys have a great game, and hopefully you guys make the playoffs and get a great run. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
shot! Off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score!
All right, everybody, we're about to be here for senior night festivities. The game just has not started just yet, but once the festivities are wrapped up, should be an exciting night of basketball. After the senior night festivities, there will be a 5-minute period which the teams will continue to warm up, and after that, play basketball. Jimmy here on Play-by-Play will be joined later in a bit by Bella Dupree after the festivities occur. Of course, we'll be all here on the Fans Only Sports Network when everything happens.
Good evening,
Captain Morgan Verdi. And now we would like to recognize and honor the senior class members of the Cranston East girls basketball team, along with their families. When your player's name is called, families are asked to join them at midcourt. First, number 4, Renasia Gomes, joined by her mother Linda Lee and her sister Benaya Lee. Next, number 12, Captain Aiden Gulliver, joined by her parents Aaron and Rob Gulliver and her brother Jake. And number 24, Captain Michaela Johnson, joined by her parents Tina and Austin Irons, along with her sisters Zyla and Christine. We thank our senior players and their families for their hard work and dedication to the Cranston East girls basketball program. You've helped build a foundation for success with your performance on and off the court during your time at Cranston East and have represented the very best of Bolt's pride. Fans, please give our seniors and their families one more round of applause before we resume warm-ups for approximately 5 minutes prior to the introduction of starting lineups, the national anthem, and tip-off of tonight's game.
And those were senior night festivities, folks. We'll be right back after a commercial in about 5 minutes for an approximate 7 p.m. tip-off. And this is Tim Yoon on play-by-play. We'll be joined by Belle Dupree as analyst later. And we'll be right back.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone!
Alright, and a good evening everybody. This is Tim Mean of Federal Sports Media here for Monday Night Lights. Here with Tim Mean on play-by-play, here with Bella Dupree, Cranston basketball player, currently signed over now with an interview by Bella. How you doing tonight? It should be a fun night of action here. We've got about 36 seconds to go here. You've been with Cranston since you're with the team since your freshman year. I know you go to West, and so far, a slow start could lead you both turning into fast. We'll get into it just a little bit later. Time is running out. We're gonna have to do anthems, lineups, and everything. And just quick 15-second thoughts. Quick 15-second thoughts on the team. Yeah, it should be a fun team to watch over the next couple of years. We're going to bring you into Anthem before we get into a little bit more of the sports talk. Alright, and we're going to keep silent for the Anthem.
To honor America and those who protect it, we ask that you please rise if you're able and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. Performing the anthem tonight is a member of the girls basketball team and Cranston East class of 2026, Amaryllis Miller.
that was Amaryllis Miller on the national anthem. You know, different from the usual instrumental. Timmy in here on play-by-play with Bella Dupree. Bella, again, how you doing?
Doing good today. Looking to get a win for the girls.
Once again, good evening and welcome to Mexico Gym.
Yeah, Cranston East had an incredibly slow start to the season. 1-3 start pre-2023. We're not including the winter tournament here. 4-6 the first 10 Division II games. Since then, they've had a 3-game win streak versus a 10-7 Smithfield squad, Woonsocket and Coventry. With that win streak, the most chance at the playoffs, going from on incredibly thin ice onto basically cashed in at this point. We're not too sure if the playoffs are in favor for the Lady Bolts, but I believe with this win, they are definitely winning. Bella, what has the team done over the season to get to this point?
I think definitely, like you said, off to a slow start. But in these past weeks, we've been working. I know they've been working and progressing, working
And
together.
now introducing the starting lineup for your Cranston
They've been
East
doing very
Lady
well
Bolts.
lately.
Yeah, full start, turning to a strong finish as they attempt to continue this playoff push. Just introducing the starters here for the Lady Bolts.
At guard, a junior captain wearing 0, Maya Jimenez. At guard, a senior captain, number 24, Michaela Johnson. And at guard, a senior captain, number 12, Aiden Oliver. The principal at Cranston East is Tom Marbury. The athletic director is Mike Trafficanti. The assistant coach is Robert Seastrom. And the head coach is Phil Goddard.
All right, those are your starters for tonight's game. For Prout, they are starting double zeros. Molly Green, the junior guard. Number 4, Erin Young, the sophomore guard. Riley Merrill wearing number 12, the junior forward. Morgan Verity, the senior guard at 14, a senior captain there. And Charlie George at forward, number 33. She is a junior. For the Lady Bolts, a little bit of a mix-up tonight as we celebrate senior night. Maya Jimenez, Samantha Venancio, both juniors, starting at tonight's game. Renasia Gomes with a start here. She's celebrating her senior night. Doesn't really usually get the start there. Aiden Gulliver, one of the top players on this team, basically one of the top leaders. And Michaela Johnson, another senior captain, starting at guard there. Bella, from what you've seen from Cranston East, what are you expecting from them?
I'm expecting to win by a good amount. You know, it's their senior night, everyone's hyped up. And just also, I say, probably the more talented team, but the seniors are definitely hyped up, and I know they want this win.
Charlie George for Prout at tip-off duties. Maya Jimenez on the other side for the Lady Bolts. About to get into 32 minutes of girls basketball action here at Cranston High School East, the finale for the regular season for both teams. And that'll be Maya Jimenez ripping off a quick one with 2 points from inside the paint. Prout ball with Morgan Verity with a lob down court to Molly Green. Now passing to George. Charlie George passing to the top. At the right wing, now they're battling it inside. It's Riley Merrill.
Out of bounds, Lady Bolts ball.
Your double zero, the turnover, Molly Green.
Yeah, something Cranston. Do you think this is something Cranston needs to at least capitalize on? I know at times they've had their troubles, trying to capitalize on these turnovers, but is this key for them to winning the game? Got Renasia Gomes trying to fire it inside.
Good recovery by Michaela.
It's Johnson returning to the top. Fires to the right wing to Samantha Venancio, who got the nod. Pass to the corner. It's Gulliver from the left side, lobbing it, trying to drop it up to Jimenez, but a tip pass by Prout. Venancio with 1 on the shot clock, drains it.
Samantha Venancio.
Yeah, it's going to be a tip and takeover by the Lady Bolts. Michaela Johnson passing inside to Maya Jimenez, who gets another score. timeout already taken by Prout. We're going to bring you to our sponsors for tonight. Tonight's game brought to you by Precision Home Lending, Michael C. Lima, Attorney at Law, Remax the Alba Group, and the LaPointe Insurance Agency. Prout just taking a timeout after a 7-0 start. We'll be right back.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
All right, we're back in action here. I've headed to the gym at Cranston High School East for Prout versus Cranston East, the Lady Bolts for senior night. Jimmy in here on play-by-play along with Bella Dupree, Cranston East girls basketball player.
Early with the press, as we can see.
It is something Cranston East has practiced on throughout the season. They've been using it efficiently. Hits the corner. 3-point try by Prout. No good from Riley Merrill. Rebounded by Prout, though. Now inside is Molly Green. Bounce pass. It's Merrill on the inside. That's to the right off the glass. Trying to go for a second chance, but that's stripped and taken away by Vernancio. Bounce pass to Gulliver, who has open daylight to bring it down court. Blazing speed, passing on the inside to Renasia Gomes. Just a little bit too much there. And I think what we have I think we got Rick assistant coach Jamal Diggs in attendance right now.
Yes, yes.
You know, Bella, you know, just tell me what
Number
former
12,
Cranston East Labels coach.
Riley Merrill.
Yeah, Merrill with the score there. Yeah, Bella, tell me how Coach Diggs set a culture here at Cranston East. You know, how Coach Phil is trying to continue that culture.
Well, with me only being here freshman year, we definitely learn a lot. I could say they have a similar coaching style, not the exact same, but like just like a blueprint, I guess. But they definitely both help in their own different ways, and I think they both have great coaching styles.
Mid-ranger from Aiden Gulliver knocks down her first points of the game. Brought back with the ball is Aaron Young, getting past defenders, getting the ball past Renasia Gomes. Now faking at the top, now trying to three, falls in. Morgan
Number
Verdi.
14, Morgan Verdi, the three-pointer.
Yeah, Morgan Verdi, one of the more top threats, the top player on this Prout team. She's going to be
Maya Jimenez
Maya
knocks it down.
Jimenez responds back with a three of herself. Brings the score up to 12-5. And that ball will get past Prout's Charlie George. With 4:28 left on the clock. It's Aiden Gulliver for Reese with the ball. Moving toward that left side. Arms stretched out for Prout. Johnson. Bounce pass to Venancio over her head,
Good
but
recovery
recovered.
by Maya Jimenez.
Give it a recovery pass to Johnson, trying to
Knock
three.
down three.
Four starters getting in work versus this Prout team.
Yes.
A turnover here for Michaela Johnson. Lady Bulls get back the ball past Aiden Gulliver. Gulliver driving through the middle.
Straight to
and
the hole.
a little bit too much there. Maya
Clean
Jimenez
up.
on the second chance. That one off. Going around and off the rim. Now Aaron Young on the other side gets the coast to coast.
Good layup by Aaron Young.
Michaela Johnson for the Lady Boats. Looking, surveying, finds Gulliver at the left wing. Now she's driving in from that left side again. Double team, just gonna chuck one
Draws
up there.
The foul.
Lady Boats inbound the ball.
This is the foul is number 12, Riley Merrill. Her first personal foul, team's first.
And Jana Gunderway will sub in for Samantha Venancio. Bella, Jana Gunderway's had a couple of solid games, you know, during the stretch. Just tell us a little bit more about how she is off the court and, you know, what her specialties are on the court and what makes her such a interesting player to look at.
Yes, Jaina definitely grew up playing basketball with her, so we do have that chemistry on court. But Jaina is definitely a key player for one of our bigs. We're not the biggest team around, obviously. We can see that. But Jaina definitely gets up in there and rebounds and does what she needs to do. Because we definitely do need that extra big players on the court, as we lack that.
First shot by Gulliver out of 2 falls off the rim. And yeah, for such a young team,
Yes.
how important is it for these sophomores to, try to play a bit more of a bigger role in supporting the big stars in Gulliver and Jimenez?
I think us sophomores, we definitely have our upperclassmen to learn from. Last year we had Kathy, Tamia, Trinity. Those were great role models to look up. Now we have Aiden and Michaela, and we just learned so much from them. I think our junior and senior year, our sophomores, will be ahead, and we can bring our knowledge to our freshmen and everything. So it's definitely going to be an interesting next 2 seasons for Cranston East girls basketball team.
Yeah, back-to-back great plays by the Cranston East defense, but Aiden Gulliver a little bit too much on the mid-ranger there, and Aiden Gulliver just stepped out of bounds. Crusaders get back the ball after that miscue during the inbound. Prout to inbound again, and it's Morgan Verdi. Pass Gulliver, and at the right wing, now at the top.
Travel
Now
number
the traveling
15.
pole Prout.
Seneca fielding.
Leader get back the ball. It's Johnson inbounding to Gulliver. Taking her time, getting past half court. Now moving to the left, losing control, but picks it back up, passes to Gulliver. Now she's inside, fires
Mid-range,
one.
that is her shot right there.
Couldn't get the make there, but gets a foul on the second chance as she drives in.
The Crusaders foul is on number 00, Molly Green. Her first personal foul, team's third. Aiden Gulliver at the line has
Aiden Gulliver 2 shots again to the line. She was 1 for 2 the last time she was at the charity stripe. That first one short. One left for Gulliver. She has 3 on the day so far.
Second one is good.
Both free throw points coming off the second try as Gulliver has 4 points on the night in total. Prout ball. There's a pass to Verdi. Lobbing it inside to George. Now kicks it out to the corner. Kick out to the corner again. George lobbing it to the outside to Verdi. Now inside. Try by Green is no good. It's rebounded by the leader. Both Jada Gunderway with the ball. Gunderway with a pass to Jimenez. At the top, passing to the left to Johnson. Now to Gulliver. Gulliver from the left side again. She's had her favorite in quality shots from scoring from that area. Crusaders get back the ball as some sub-ins occur. Riley Merrill enters back into the game. To inbound is Bella Del Sesto. Del Sesto with the ball. She passes to Verdi. Lob to Green. Another lob. This time to Seneca Fielding, who tries in the corner mid-range.
Maya Jimenez with the rebound there.
Shot off the rim for Prout there as Jimenez lobs it back to Gulliver. Kicks it out to Gunderway, makes the lady miss. Trying one for the mid-range and drills it.
Good shot there.
And nearly another takeaway by the Lady Boats there. Maya Jimenez tried to go for it, and this time it's Michaela Johnson. Johnson, one of the defensive
Jada to
stars
knock
for
it
the
down.
Lady Boats squad. Pass to Gunderway, now getting it to Gomes,
Deja
mid-range. Oh, just off the rim. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter, as it'll be Prout with the ball. Del Sesto, guarded by Johnson, getting past her. Now The bounce pass from inside the pan is going to be another takeaway for the Lady Bolts. As the whistle is blown, Prout gets back the ball.
Number 11, Ella Martin enters for the Crusaders.
19-7 is your score. Lady Bolts up double digits. 12 to be exact. 47.1 to go left in the quarter. Prout ball. And now on the paint strike, they can't get it.
Definitely got tangled up there.
And the foul will be on Molly Green.
Her
Second personal foul for Green.
Number 33, Charlie George returns.
Charlie George returns.
Replacing Molly Green.
And it's going to be the fourth foul overall for the Prout Crusaders. There's Gulliver going the opposite side. Letting the clock run. Lady Bolts still up 19-7. Pass to Johnson. Will try the
Johnson
contested
takes
three.
it.
That a little bit too much to the left there. Prout tipped ball. Still recovers. Now loose again. Crusaders recover mid-ranger. Off the
Number
backboard.
11, Ella Martin. The mid-range.
Ella Martin from off the bench gets the Crusaders their ninth point. They're down by 10
She
now.
looks for it.
Less than a
and
second to
she's
go.
Got it.
1.3 to be exact. Clock shown on the screen is not correct.
Her second personal
So
foul. Team's
once
fifth.
the buzzer strikes, we know it's the end of the first quarter. It's going to be Janer Gunderway of Cranston Easter inbound. Fires, finds Gaten Gulliver who overshoots it. End of the first quarter has Cranston East leading by 10, 19-9. 5 fouls for the Crusaders compared to none for the Lady Bolts. We'll take a quick commercial break and we will be right back for more action here inside the Emerald City.
Basketball team wraps up its season.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the
Heading to the second quarter has the Lady Bolts up 19-9. Leading scorers include Amaya Gymnast, who has herself a nice 7-point game to start. Aiden Gulliver, 4 points for her. Samantha Venancio had the 3 early in the quarter. For the Crusaders is Morgan Verdi with a 3-pointer. She's one of 4 scorers so far. Tim Munier along with Bella Dupree on analyst duty. Bella, what have you seen so far from the Lady Bolts this first from last quarter? That
Definitely
has
a
the Bolts with
great
lead right here.
first quarter. Turnovers, and we are just picking them up in fast break layups, just like we just saw. We have been doing really good like that. As you can see, we're hot on the press already early. Definitely came up pressing early. And just drawing turnovers like another one. It's back to back to back. And we are scoring off them, which is super good.
And another defensive turnover. Aiden Gulliver,
And
3! She drains it!
This is definitely one of our fast scoring first quarters we've had here.
It's 24-9 already. Prout's in trouble. They're driving in. Aaron Young fires at the corner. 3 try. I'm a Manzo off the mark. Rebounded by Cranston East, but that'll be a held ball call. And it looks like the Lady Bolts get the ball back. And it's going to be the Lady Bolts with the ball. Jada underway now. Moving to the right side, getting the screen from Liana Hernandez, but looks like it'll be a foul on her.
The lady calls foul is on number 14, Leona Hernandez. Her first personal foul, team's first.
It's going to be Prout ball now, Erin Young with it. Gets it to Verdi. Verdi passing to Manzo. Manzo with a lob back to Verdi. Verdi, clear daylight. Open mid-range shot. Can't take advantage.
Jimenez with a rebound.
Jimenez took
Outlet
over
to
once
Aiden.
again. Clear
Left to
daylight.
Jaina.
Underway.
What
Gets
a
the foul.
sequence. Love to see it.
The Crusaders foul is on number 14, Morgan Burden.
Definitely been drawing the fouls. Prout has 16 fouls as we only have one.
Jaina Gunderway at the line has
Good sight to see.
shots.
Yeah, foul's definitely a trouble for the Crusaders. 6 already in the half. 10's the limit, I believe. Gunderway
Jaina
knocks down the
Gunderway is
first.
the first one.
Number 00, Molly Green returns to the
That'll be Molly
Crusaders.
Green subbing back in. She replaces Seneca Fielding. Second shot for Gunderway. And after a couple of bounces, or at least a couple of dangerous hits inside the rim, that one falls in. It'll be Prout ball. Lob to George. Guarded by Hernandez. Young to Verdi. Driving in from the right. Kicks out. Playing at the perimeter is Young. And nearly a takeaway by Gulliver. Back to Young. 10 on the shot clock. She drives inside. Can't get the paint score. It's Jimenez. Another lob to
lead
Aiden
pass.
Gulliver. Trying to go 1-for-1. Gonna go for the contested, though.
That is exactly what we practice. Those lead passes for those fast breaks. Pass it right ahead. Fundamental right there.
And another Crusader timeout with the Bolts up 28-9. We're going to bring you to our sponsors. Tonight's game sponsored to you by Precision Home Lending, Michael C. Lima, Attorney at Law, Remax the Albert Group, and the LaPointe Insurance Agency. We're going to take a quick break.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Dumps it in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Alright, we're back. Prout just took a timeout. They're down huge, 28-9. Timinen here, Bella Dupree as analyst. Bella, what have you been seeing from this Prout team? What could they do better overall?
I think they've definitely been a little bit messy. Definitely a lot of turnovers. East has been doing a good job anticipating that and transitioning them over to fast breaks. But I think if Prout just cleans it up a little bit, be a little bit smarter with their passes. It was a lot of pressure with the high press we are doing, but just overall, clean it up a bit and they should do better.
Yeah, that's another one of those passes we were talking about. Wasn't really going anywhere, went straight to the East bench, and it's going to be East ball once again. I need you to go sub back into the game. Jada Gunderway, the ball handler. Prout playing at the perimeter. Lady inside the paint is Charlie George. Gunderway with a bounce pass to Gomes, kicks it to Vernancio. Now inside, get it back to Gunderway, and call made. Timeout taken by the Lady Bulls. Coach Phil Goddard didn't like what you saw there. We're not going to send a commercial here. We're going to send it. We're going to keep continuing talking on. Bella, continue on from, Prout, It's been a tough season overall, and especially a tough game right now. Especially the last game of the season. This is a must-win game, I think, if Prout wants to get in. You think how, pep talks are always talk about in
Yeah.
sports. How influential are those, in motivating a team, do you think?
I think overall, like the team, how much, like, yeah, well, definitely, like I said, the upperclassmen, even the sophomore class, I feel like we are very mature and we do pick up off our older um, teammates, and that's just really good because like we can pass it down to the like, even though the freshmen aren't much younger than us, it's just good to start building habits to pass on to the next generations and everything. So I think that's a really good attribute that we have, personality trait.
Yeah, for sure. But East just committed a turnover. Prout ball. Still down 28-9. Nothing's really changed in that area. 3-point try from the left wing off the mark from Ella Martin, but
Number
on the
33,
inside,
Charlie George.
Charlie George with a make there. It's Johnson at the left.
Gets caught
Trying
up.
to keep a hold of the
for
ball,
help.
facing strict defense from the Crusaders. Johnson again just chucks it up there. That one no good.
Gets the foul.
Foul on Molly Green. That'll be her third.
Zero Molly Green, her third personal foul, team 7.
And Isabella, their seventh foul of the game so far, only in the first half. Down a couple, only left with 3 fouls until I believe you're in the bonus.
Taylor Johnson gets the first one down.
Number 12, Bradley Merrill returns to the Crusaders, replacing Molly Green.
A little bit on their backs with the fouls. Do you think Prout should play a more conservative type of defense, or should they just keep playing the aggressive way they're playing as of right now?
I don't know, because we are definitely driving through the basket. Maybe they just keep getting caught up with silly fouls. But I wonder if they did play a little more lax defense, how East would notice that and how they would pick up and if their play style would change.
Ella
Number
Martin,
11,
three,
Ella
goes
Martin
in.
with a three-pointer.
Ella Martin.
It's Gomes at the corner.
Traveling violation.
She's going to get called for a travel.
Crusaders ball.
Aiden Gulliver subs back in for the Lady Bolts.
Returns for the Lady Bolts,
She
replacing
takes
Lady
over for
Bolts.
Liana Hernandez. It'll be Prout ball with Ella Martin passing to Verity. Verity at the middle. Chucks one up from 3. Gets it in with help from the backboard. It's Johnson now. Looking to the left, finds Gulliver. As she maneuvers her way to the top of the 3.
Pulls up.
Deep 3.
Ooh.
And that one is a little bit to the left. It's going to be a loose ball. Gunderway can't recover it, but Riley Merrill does. Gunderway slow to get up. And on the opposite side, Del Sesto can't get it from the paint. Find a wide open Del Sesto from the 3-point line. That one a little bit too much mustard. Merrill can't get the paint.
Out of bounds, Lady Bolts ball.
(29-16) your score.
0 Maya Jimenez.
Maya
returns
Jimenez
for
comes
Lady
back in.
Bolts,
She replaces Michaela
replacing
Johnson.
Michaela Johnson.
It's Aiden Gulliver. Bring it down court. Jimenez from the left side.
Baseline.
Finds Gulliver. Gunderway now. Loses control. Is taken in by the other 11, Ella Martin, the sophomore. Couple passes here and there. Makes Gunderway miss. Del Sesto. Too much power from inside. Takeaway here by Cranston High School.
Gulliver by herself.
Gulliver.
Jumps up. Oh no.
Would have been a highlight reel play there for
That
Gulliver.
would have been.
Now the other side, Charlie George. Looks like no call, and it'll be called for a travel. And it'll be Lady Boat's ball now after that egregious mistake. I mean, I wouldn't call it egregious. It's a simple mistake by Prout.
And Gulliver. Ooh, I thought she was going to take it.
Inside.
Oh, wow.
Hard foul.
The Crusaders foul is number 12, Riley Merrill.
Riley Merrill on the foul. Third personal foul for her. That's 2 players with 3 fouls for Prout.
Crusaders replacing Riley Merrill. Aiden Gulliver at the line, shooting 1 and 1.
1 and 1 for Gulliver. She can't make it. And now it's Jimenez.
Ooh.
Yeah, unlucky one there. It's Prout bringing it to the other side. Del Sesto with a lob. Mid-ranger goes in for fielding.
Number 15, Seneca fielding.
Gulliver bringing it back for Cranston East now. Fires it to Jimenez. Trying to get it to Gunderway, but it's intercepted by fielding. Loose ball
Gets
again.
It back. Sammy Venancio. Tough layup.
They can't get the loop score for her. Prout getting it back. Del Sesto with a bounce pass, and then a lob. Del Sesto driving inside.
Great
Finds
pass.
a lady inside with Ella Martin.
1 minute.
A minute to go here in the first half. Ella Martin trying to contest it.
Aiden Gulliver picks it up.
Gulliver
Looking for someone.
now moving to the left. She's double teamed, trying to get to Jimenez. Another Prout takeaway. 29-18.
It's got a, oh wow.
Wide open was Charlie George.
Out of bounds. Crusaders ball. Number 4, Aaron Young returns for the Crusaders, replacing Charlie George.
And make sure you stick with us at halftime when we try to get an interview in with some USNES people, particularly former head coach, now Rick assistant coach Jamal Diggs. Try to get an interview with him. And it's going to be another play overthrown.
Out of bounds. Crusaders ball.
Kind of like a Jalen Hurts pass, but overthrew it with Gulliver. Prout ball. Del Sesto with it. She's guarded by Venancio. Fires to the right side to Aaron Young. Young to Martin. Now to Fielding. Driving inside. Can't get it. Trying to get her own rebound. Prout still maintains possession. Shot clock turned off. 5 seconds to go. Martin from the inside. Overshot. Loose ball. 1.2 to go.
Out of bounds. Lady Boat's ball.
And it's going to be a Hail Mary
See what Jana
try.
decides to do.
Just going to be a bounce pass to
Oh.
Gulliver. She can't get the shot off. That'll be the end of the first half here. 29-18 your score. Please stay tuned with us for halftime as we try to get an interview in with Coach Jamal Diggs, or Assistant Coach Jamal Diggs. Again, 29-18.
Please join us here tomorrow night when our boys basketball team
Your
wraps up
score.
the season with a 7 o'clock
We'll be right back.
against Pennsylvania.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right. Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
All right, everybody, we here with a very special guest tonight. It's Rhode Island College assistant basketball coach Jamal Diggs, former head coach of the Cranston East Lady Bulls. Coach Diggs, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. It's an honor having you on. First of all, how is it going at Rick?
It's going pretty well so far. Been a fun experience, a great experience. We have 2 more games left of the regular season. So right now we're just trying to finish strong and get ready for the conference tournament and hopefully get ready for the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I mean, of course, this is the first time I've seen you back here around at Cranston East. It's been quite a season for the Lady Bulls. Started off slow, and I feel like, we've been in this situation before. You've been in this situation before, Coach Diggs. During the COVID year, your team started back in 2021, I believe. Started out bad, but then ripped off 5 straight wins. Kind of the same story here for the Cranston East Lady Bulls team. Overall, what do you think's been like the key factor? What do you think's been a key factor in the Lady Bulls' rise back to playoff action?
Coach Phil and I, we talk about 3-4 times a day. This team, very, very young team, sophomore-heavy team. They play in a JV game and a varsity game, both in one day. So I think it's just development. The development throughout the season has progressed, and I think you're seeing it in games now. A lot of kids are starting to understand the game a little bit more. They're starting to play together. I think that's been a very important part. They took their losses. They took some tough losses early on in the season, but I think they're starting to really get it together, and they're getting it together at a right time, a right moment. Hopefully they can, continue to strive and make a run in the playoffs. It's not going to be easy, but we're the underdogs all the time, and I've said this ever since I've got here. We beat the odds. We start out slow, but in the end we end up finishing strong. So I have faith, and I definitely feel confident that they're gonna finish strong in the end.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about your relationship with Coach Phil Goddard. I was told by Bella that you guys have very similar coaching styles. At least the same sort of blueprint. Do you think that familiarity with the system, between you and Coach Phil helps the ladies out here a little bit?
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about this after the game. I see he's using a lot of the stuff that we talk about. I mean, we share ideas all day. That's all we do. We watch YouTube videos together. I mean, we watch film together, or if he sees something, he'll call me about it. If I see something, I'll call him about it. He's more of the X's and O's guy than I am. I'm more of the motivational, working in practice and bringing it onto the floor. He's more of the in-game situation guy. I'm more of the more disciplinarian. He's more of the laid back, I'm going to figure out a way how to discipline them guy. And, it's just a balance between us. But when it comes to basketball, there's only one way to play the game. And we both know how to play the game. We both have a high IQ of the game. So I can see the similarities. He runs a lot of the same sets that I brought in. I mean, like I said, basketball is just there's one way to play the game, and we both have the same mindset. So it's good to see that that tradition is continued on, even with my departure. But I knew that leaving, with him becoming the head coach, that the program was going to be in good hands.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's transition the conversation a little bit onto the boys' volleyball season. That's coming up in the spring. How you feeling about the talent here? You've seen a lot of talent, gone away with graduation last year. But how are you feeling about the roster this year?
Oh, I feel great. I'm super excited. I'm just trying to stay locked in basketball season right now, because that's super important. But I'm definitely excited. We lost Jordan Boo. We lost Vincent Yin, a crucial senior group, an awesome senior group that we had last year. But I know these guys are going to step up heavy. And listen, I'm around the building. I'm looking for strong, athletic, positive student athletes to come in and continue the tradition, which I'm pretty sure they're going to come out and play. And we're just going to have fun. No expectation. I don't care about wins and losses. I just want us to have fun and see some young men, some boys turn into young men.
For sure. One last question before we get you out of here. What is one thing you miss about being here around the experiences, the culture here?
Oh man, I miss wearing green. Like I look around and just being on the sideline and seeing the girls compete. That's why Cranston East, when anybody sees me, they don't even know that I'm at Rick. The first thing they label me as is, oh, you're Cranston East, you're Cranston East. And I said this earlier, like I rep Cranston East hard, even though I'm not here. I still rep it hard, and to see college coaches in the gym now, that is what we worked for. That is what we started building this program, to bring college coaches in here to let people see that there is talent on this side of the city. Just miss the family atmosphere, but I'm definitely going to be back here more often. My schedule didn't allow me to get here, but I was able to get here tonight. So I'm just thankful to be here. Thankful for you guys for having me. You and Bella are doing a great job.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kamal Diggs, for taking the time to come up here. Wishing you the best of luck the rest of the way for your season at Rick. And if you ever need a team manager, I'm your guy.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys back in the spring. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, that was Coach Jamal Diggs, everybody. And I guess a pretty good time to transition back into Bella Dupree as analyst for a second there. And we'll take a little 30-second break before we head back. Actually, we'll do it right now if the mic is still on for you, Bella. And actually, yeah, we're just going to take the minute break here. We're still going to keep the camera on. All right, we're back here for a second half action here at Ventatulo Gym right now. We're entering the third quarter with the Lady Boats leading big, 29-18, entering the second half. Tim Mean here on play-by-play along with Bella Dupree. Bella, what has East done? Incredible. I mean, let's talk more about their defense, actually. Cranston East has caused a lot of turnovers. What do you think has been a key? Has it been East's capability to create these turnovers, or is it more Prout's on, Prout, unable to make the passes and, all other stuff?
I think it'd definitely be a little bit of both, but as we saw the first quarter, we stepped down a high press early, which is something we usually don't do. But I think those were definitely forcing turnovers and just messy mistakes by Prout, and we reciprocate on that. As we get the turnover, we transition easily into fast breaks, and that's kind of what we work a lot on, is getting the ball, fast breaks, just defense turns into offense ultimately.
Yeah, it should be an interesting third quarter and fourth quarter to open up on. Let's see if the Lady Bulls can continue to play great defense and force multiple turnovers, hopefully leading to scoring opportunities, or maybe Prout can get a little comeback going. Third quarter action here starting. It'll be Prout ball with Riley, correction, Bella Del Sesto passing to Molly Green now to Merrill. Merrill on the inside. Can't get it to go her way. Lady Bulls back with the ball. Maya Jimenez went scoreless in the second quarter, but had 7 in the first. It's Johnson with the ball. Gets it to Vernancio. Kicks it to the corner. Back to Vernancio.
For the 3, and it's good.
All of Vernancio's points come off 3-point makes, 2 of them so far, leading to a total of 6. Aiden Gulliver down for a bit as Riley Merrill scores from the paint. Riley Merrill 4 points on a night now. No Prout player yet to reach double digits. This could be tip and take away. Ella Martin going backwards and now relaxing the offense a little bit. Molly Green on the handoff. And that layup way too short. Rebounded by the Lady Bulls, Maya Jimenez. It's Jimenez on the left side. Getting it to Gulliver. Johnson. Now to Gomes.
Good pass by Gomes there. With the assist. It's a great play by her.
Maya Jimenez's first point since the first quarter. And like you said, a great pass from Asia Gomes. He usually doesn't get much. We usually didn't see much playing time on the varsity level.
Yes.
But it's really off the court that she really shines. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh yeah, Renisha, she definitely gives us. She's a great personality off court. Like you said, she doesn't see much varsity time, but she still has a big impact on our team. And me and Coach Bill were just talking about that. She definitely does have an impact on our team, and she helps us in practice, helps us with just motivation and everything like that. Great kid.
Yeah, you can really have some really good players on the court, but off the court, it's the personality off the court that can really make or break a team.
Yes.
Her first personal foul, team's first.
Lady Bolts ball. Maya Jimenez. 6:03 in play. A wide open lady.
With another one, and it's good.
Samantha
Vernancio leading the 3-point party for the Lady Bolts. She has 3 on the night now. Prout ball. Ella Martin pass inside. Take is good from Molly Green.
0.
Now it's Johnson on the other side for the Lady Bolts.
Takes one.
Out of bounds, Crusaders ball. Number 15, Seneca Fielding returns for the Crusaders.
Off the rim, off the glass, top of the glass. Result in the Lady Bulls ball. Lanaya Rollins enters the game, her first minutes of action.
Lanaya Rollins checking in, sophomore.
5:29 left to go. Martin, pass, Green, mid-range, short.
Maya Jimenez with the rebound. Outlet to Lanaya.
Rollins bringing it down court. She passes the corner to Gulliver. Now kicking out to Jimenez from the top. Rebounded by Verdancio. Trying to get it away, but that will hit the corner.
Lanaya Rollins being one of the sophomores I play with. Great young point guard. Definitely key player, I'd say.
Yeah, she's been relied on at times on both the offensive and defensive front. Ella Martin for Prout driving in, getting the score high off the backboard. It's Johnson. Allowing it to Gulliver, trying another 3. That one is short. And Maya Jimenez on that rebound. Foul on Morgan Verdi.
Her second personal foul, team's second. Number 4, Aaron Young returns for the Crusaders, replacing Ella Martin.
Is Vernancio on the inbound. Finds Jimenez inside.
Jimenez goes
Gets
to
pass.
work. It's like clockwork.
Like butters, Maya Jimenez getting past that defender easily. Prout ball. Lady Bulls playing press again. Lob to Erin Young. She's got it by Lanaya Rollins. At the left wing, she moves back. Fires to the right side. It's Del Sesto. Bounce pass in. Now kicking it out to Green. She drives from the right.
The Lady Bolts foul is number
Lady
3,
Bolts on
Samantha
a foul.
Venancio. Her first personal foul, team's first.
And now Valsemos checks into the game. She subs in for Venancio.
Samantha Venancio.
4:10 left in play. Verdi at the corner, a lob to Del Sesto, back to Verdi. Verdi with the mid-ranger. That one is short, rebounded by Prout. Del Sesto. Got it by Rollins. She passes to Young. She drives into the inside. No good there.
Johnson with the rebound.
It's Johnson, kicks it out. Rollins at the corner, moving to right wing. Now to the top. Inside is Maya Jimenez.
What a move. Euro right over her defender.
Maya Jimenez might be a top 10 player already for girls basketball in the state. Just explain, the importance of her on the court for the Lady Bolts.
Maya Jimenez definitely one of our leading scorers. Still young, junior. We still have one more year with her, but she's definitely been developing over the years. She was already a key player last year, but she just keeps working, gets better, and definitely helps us all on the court.
Yeah, she definitely plays a tremendous impact along with Aiden Gulliver. And after Gulliver graduates from Cranston East, it's going to be Maya Jimenez as the main star of this Cranston East Lady Bolts show. Prout ball, Aaron Young kicks to the corner. 3 try by Verdi, knocks it down.
3-point goal for Morgan Verdi.
3 threes for Morgan Verdi, all she's had so far. Madison Gutierrez ready to check in for the Lady Bolts on the sideline. And a wide open try for Johnson.
It's in.
3-point goal, Michaela Johnson.
Prout on the other side. Molly Green pass to Young. Now inside the mid-range off the glass.
Bella Del Sesto.
That's Bella Del Sesto, first points of the game, as a timeout will be taken by the Crusaders. We'll bring it to our sponsors before we head to commercial. Tonight's game brought to you by Precision Home Lending, Michael Suzuma, Charlie Outlaw, Remax the Hour Group, and the LaPointe Insurance Agency. Those are your sponsors for tonight's game. We'll be right back.
In and the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Cranston fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
All right, we're back in action here at Ventura Gym. And let's see whose ball it is. Gonna be Lady Bolts' ball to start. Tim Mean here on play-by-play along with Bella Dupree. Bella Prout's had a little bit of a scoring surge as of late. What do you think's been the key factor for that?
My mic on?
You say this foul is number 4, Aaron Young.
What was the question?
Just to repeat, Prout's been on the recent scoring surge lately. What do you think's been the key benefactor to that?
I think East has just been playing well, disciplined defense. We are definitely not like the first half. Prout was definitely on the foul trouble side compared to East. We're being disciplined, which is what we try to do. That is definitely our goal for the most part, discipline and execution. And I think East is just doing very good today with both those things.
Maya Jimenez at the foul. She has 2 shots. She already has 6 in the third quarter. Up to double digits for Jimenez as she misses the first. And make sure you're here with us tomorrow for the Valentine's Day special when the Cranston East Thunderbolts boys basketball team.
Second one is good.
Yeah. Boys basketball will face Hendricken in a must-win game for them to enter the playoffs. Hendricken, obviously, it's Hendricken. You already know him. You already hate him. But something to watch tomorrow.
2 shots for number 22, Bella Del Sesto. Sorry.
Teams 4.
Yeah, Del Sesto at the line after the Jimenez foul.
Sesto at the line.
4
has
fouls apiece this half for each team. And like you said, Del Sesto with 2 at the line. Missing his first.
First one, no good.
Number 11, Ella Martin.
Ella Martin
returns
returns.
for the Crusaders, replacing Morgan Bird.
Takes a second. Label's ball is Rollins. At the left side, hand off to Gulliver. Gulliver. Pass to the left to Rollins again.
Gulliver to the basket.
And
it
unlucky
quite
bounces there.
Doesn't fall.
Trying to kick it out, finds Samos inside.
Easy
Is
pass there.
Jimenez.
What a move.
Jimenez again. 9 points for her. And it's not really like the... I feel like with Jimenez, it's more of like a subtle approach to things. Like she makes a quick move there and she's already wide open.
Agreed.
It's Aaron Young finding the open lane. And a wide open lady there just couldn't convert with fielding. Aaron Young back with the ball. She drives inside again. Trying to get it past a few defenders, but she can't. Del Sesto, get it to Martin. Martin, 3, gets it in.
3-point goal for Ella Martin.
Martin scored in each quarter.
Lanaya Rollins with the ball.
1 minute remaining in the third.
1 minute in the third quarter.
Rollins to Gulliver. Less than a
Let's
minute.
see
to
what
go.
East decides to execute in this last possession.
Finding Rollins. The 3 won't go though.
Maybe
Oh,
we could
Martin.
get it back here.
Prout back with the ball. Martin losing control, nearly taken away by Gulliver. And Coach Phil Goddard wants a timeout. And Aiden Gulliver will be on the foul.
Aiden Gulliver. Her first
And there will be the timeout there.
Team's 5th.
We'll take a quick commercial break and we will be right back for
Lady
more.
Bulls.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try to kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
All right, we're back here for third quarter action. About 36 and a half to go here. To meet on play-by-play, Bella Dupree on analyst duty. We've seen a familiar. I think we've seen a familiar face at the stand. I think Cassie Hernandez is in the stands as we speak. Yeah, she's right there. Just tell us about the impact Cassie's made on you as a person overall.
Kathy, I've been working with her since a little before freshman year. It's definitely helped me a lot, just with like mentally being young, just having that pressure on me. I think she definitely helped me with that spot, just like confidence and stuff and mentality, and I think that has definitely helped me in the long run. Great player. Don't know how she's doing in college right now, but I'm sure she's doing good as a freshman.
3-point try short by Gutierrez. She's usually electric from the corner. Ella Martin rushing down for the layup. She can't get it. Less than 5 seconds to go. Rollins on the triple team.
Pull something off. Aiden Gulliver takes it.
Gulliver.
Pulls up.
Short. End of the third quarter has Cranston East up still 47-33. We'll be back for more action here in the fourth quarter, but for now we're going to take a very quick break.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires.
All right, we're back here for fourth quarter action. Here's Tim Mead on play-by-play, Bella Dupree on analyst duties. We were greeted by a very guest of all time, Ben Chen. But let's get back to the game. Bella, it's 47-33. How do you think the Leadville should handle this fourth quarter?
14-point lead. You know, I don't think we should really put our foot on brakes. I think that we're definitely going to be still play till the end. We always do. Yeah, every point counts. So I think we're still playing with the same intensity. So definitely looking to still run the score up.
Manzo back in the game after a very long absence. Mid-ranger from Morgan Verdi goes in.
Morgan Verdi.
East on the other side, it's Gulliver.
Great pass. Great
Jimenez
finish.
can't extend the lead. Riley Merrill on the rebound. Manzo moving to the right. She's guarded by Rollins. Chucks one up there, and that one's way off.
Aiden
from the
Gulliver
glass.
by herself. 0-0 trails behind her. Sammy's been hot all night. Just doesn't fall.
Can't go, just off the rim. It's Martin on the ball. Manzo pass. Verdi at the mid-range.
With the ball.
A lot of perimeter
0-0
passing.
Molly Green.
Verdi again. Trying to find somebody, and that one will go out of bounds and to the table. Aiden Gulliver to inbound.
Number 4, Renasia Gomes, and number 24, Michaela Johnson.
Renasia Gomes in the game, Michaela Johnson too. It's Johnson trying one from 3. She's short. 6:15 in action. Prout ball, they get a pass down court. Lob inside to Merrill. Now a 3-point try. Verdi again can't make it.
Michaela Johnson dribbles up the court.
Johnson open lane, speeding past 1. Kicks out. Gutierrez from 3, short. Prout back with the ball. Molly Green fires. Wide open lady, and Manzo. She's short from the paint. Can't get the rebound. Ella Martin for Prout. Finding Merrill at the top of the 3. She drives in, finding an open lane in the middle. That one to the right, second
Taylor
chance
tries
off.
to take the charge there.
Lady Bolts ball. Number 22, Bella Del Sesto returns.
Bella Del
to the
Sesto
Sabres,
returning.
replacing Emma Manzo.
It's Johnson on the inbound to Gulliver. Gets it past half court. Johnson. Bounce pass inside. Jimenez finding Gomes, trying a three. Gets it in! All right. Oh my God. Renasia Gomes late in the fourth quarter. Molly Green with a strike back. And that's what the crowd's been
See if we
waiting
can get
for.
her another one here.
Renasia Gomes again. Trying another three.
Out of bounds. Crusaders ball.
4:50 to go. Driving in Del Sesto high. Can't get it.
Kayla Johnson
Johnson to the middle.
looks for Jimenez.
Jimenez drives in. Trying to go for the lay. Gets the second in. Prout back with the ball. Del Sesto. To her left is Verdi, who will try the mid-ranger. And shot no good. And something that we've been seeing throughout the season here is just really not so great of a rebounding game by the Lady Bolts. Maya Jimenez, really the only quote-unquote big man on the court right now. She's the only one providing the rebounds as Molly Green makes the first. Bella, do you think the lack of a rebounding presence inside hurts the Lady Bulls in any way?
I definitely think so. I say in our Division 2, we are definitely one of the smaller teams. Definitely have a few. We have a few players, but I say we have two or one main player that you have to have bigs that like the physicality and everything. Sometimes if you have a big player that isn't ready for all that contact, sometimes it just doesn't go your way. But I think we are one of the smaller teams in D2.
Yeah, being one of the smaller teams in D2, not really a benefit for you on the inside, but of course, as the Lady Bolts, of course, doesn't really seem to deter the Lady Bolts. They've ripped off 3 straight, as I've mentioned before. Just had a loss versus Shea Tolman, but looking to get their way back into the winning column. Timeout taken by Prout. We're going to bring them to our sponsors. Tonight's game brought to you by Precision Home Lending, Michael C. Lima, attorney at law, Remax Elba Group, and the Point Insurance Agency. Those are your sponsors for tonight, the final sponsor read, and we will be right back.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Alright, we're back in here. It's 52-38, 4:01 to go in play. For the Lady Bolts, Kayla Johnson, Aiden Gulliver, Madison Gutierrez, Maya Jimenez, and Renasia Gomes in the game, and a Prout takeaway. Cranston needs takeaway. Jimenez, lob. Gutierrez, lob to
Another
Gomes,
one.
another three!
And good! 2 for 2.
It's Gomes Sanity invented Tool Gym.
Now that's how you end a senior night right there.
Mid-ranger. Over.
Crusaders foul is number 11, Ella Martin. Her second personal foul, team's fifth. Number 11, Jamie Gundaway enters for the Lady Bolts, replacing Aiden Gulliver.
Aiden Gulliver subbed out for Jaina Gunderway. It's Jimenez blazing past two defenders.
through
Trying to
them.
blaze past more, but she'll slow down past Gutierrez. Trying
Maddie,
a
and
three!
it's good. Definitely one of the good shooters on our team. Always knocks it down.
And for Cranston, needs a barrage of threes in total this game. Good ranger in for Molly Green.
0-0 Molly Green.
And some questions about a timeout. And Lady Bolts will take a timeout as we try to discuss some things as we try not to head into commercial break. Bella, I mean, of course, Lady Bolts have played tremendous so far. What do you think's been the number one reason why?
Prout's, I don't know, just they're definitely not a bad team. We've had similar records, but I think our playing style is different, and it just has that uptake on them. The different playing styles, I think we're just more aggressive, and we haven't been sloppy with the balls, like I said. And I've been saying is Prout's turnovers may be the main case of their not so high scoring, but 18-point lead, you know.
Nice pass from Michaela Johnson, but Maya Jimenez can convert the three. Aaron Young, blazing pass. Layup coast to coast! And one.
Number 4, Aaron Young, one of the standout players I've seen on this team.
Number 24, Michaela Johnson. Her second personal foul, team 7. Number 2, Lanaya Rollins.
Lanaya Rollins comes in.
Replacing Michaela Johnson.
She replaces Michaela Johnson. And she gets a standing ovation. And this might be her final minutes of regular season action as a player here at East. And it looks like a Molly Green foul there.
The Lady Bolts foul is number 35, Madison Gutierrez.
And it looks like count to basket
Teams 8.
for Molly Green.
Molly Green at the line has 1 shot.
(58-44). Misses. Rebound by Jimenez. Lob to Gunderway.
Jana Gunderway waiting for someone to step up.
Oh, Samantha Fernandez looks like she's stepping into the game. Gunderway, bounce pass to Rollins, gets it to Gunderway. Lob to Gomes, hits the corner.
What a sequence there. What a play.
Too easy for the Lady Bolts. Green can't get the score. It's Rollins. Less than 2 minutes to go in play. Lady Bolts have basically punched their ticket into the playoffs. For the Crusaders, they look to head into the next season.
Teams 5th. Number 3, Samantha Bernancio returns for the Lady Bolts, replacing Renee.
And Renasia Gomes subbed out.
Number 2, Emma Manzo, and number 15, Seneca Field.
And those might be her final minutes of the game. East.
Rollins,
Jimenez on the rebound, gets the score.
Jimenez with the cleanup.
6 points for Jimenez in the fourth quarter. Young, pass Gunderway, and gets the score.
Aaron Young.
And Crusaders foul on Bella Del Sesto.
Her first personal foul. Team 7.
And coming into the game,
Number 55, William Hunt, and number 13, the
Will Maurice Hunt.
return for the Lady Bulls.
And we got some pizza heading to the Lady Bolts bench.
1-1.
As Gunneray shoots a 1-1. That one falls. .110 left in play. Prout ball wide open. Emma Manzo
Doesn't fall.
just couldn't get the layup. Could be a lob the other way. Taken away by Prout. Manzo back with it.
Manzo with the 3, and it's good.
3-point goal for Emma Manzo.
Traders showing they're down, but definitely not out. Hunt to Venancio. Finds Gunderway.
Trying to get freshman 55 a bucket here.
And Hunt trying to keep the ball. That's going to be a takeaway. On the other side, overthrown.
Lady Bulls ball.
Lady moves back with the ball. Wilmary's Hunt. On our left side. And that'll be out of bounds. Lady Bulls get back the ball. To inbound is Hunt. Shot clock turned off. And they're trying to take the ball away, trying to get an easy score in. And that'll be a foul on Hernandez. 2 shots on the line for Morgan Brady.
The Lady Bulls foul is number 14, Leanna Hernandez. Her second personal foul, team's 9th. Morgan Brady at the line has 2 shots.
Makes the first. And overall, Bella, we got less than 10 seconds to go. Describe this season for the Lady Bulls in one word.
Underdogs. I feel like we've always been the underdogs. We've came out that game with Smithfield. Even before that, but the Smithfield game really showed we can do it. We can compete with the top dogs, you know. Definitely don't sleep on us because the next few years definitely should be interesting.
All right, and that will be the final score, 63-51, a Cranston's victory to seal them a ticket to the playoffs and a chance to extend the careers of Gulliver, Gomes, and Johnson. What a season it has been for the Lady Bolts, who at the beginning were deemed likely out of the playoffs by our sports writer, Charlie Adams. But in the end, the Lady Bolts, as you said, Bella, underdogs. That is the word you can say. That is the end of the game. We'd like to thank you guys for watching today's matchup. It's definitely been an exciting ride. Thank you, Bella, for being on analyst duty. Thank you, Alan Chen, on camera.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you on. And we'll be back tomorrow for Thunderbolts basketball versus Bishop Hendricken, a Valentine's Day special. Be there on the broadcast or be here inside the gym. We'll be out of here tonight.